Disclaimer: the podcast contains adult themes, adult dialogues, and spoilers. Our opinions are just that, opinions. We're not bashing any of the creators we discuss, and we are not bashing you if you perceive things differently than us. Listeners and viewer discretion is advised.
Hi everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Story and Things. We are a storytelling podcast. I'm your host, Yajaira.
And I'm your host, Cheli.
And this week, we are going to talk about The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas.
Yes. It is a TikTok sensation.
It was popping on TikTok.
And it was always in that one, section of Barnes and Nobles that's just, book talk. It was always, in the front.
And I was a little nervous.
I was too.
If you remember, Punk 57 was also in book talk.
Are we going to use every episode we ever film after Punk 57 to hate on Punk 57?
I mean, I just might.
Okay, I'm down.
If it happens, it happens. It just came out of me. So.
You know what kind of sucks? We hated that book, but also I really liked filming that episode with
That
you.
was a really fun episode because we were having fun with it.
Yeah.
With all the songs that we came up with. I think that one was one of my faves to film.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, me too, actually. That was a really good one. But I know this one is going to be better. Because this book actually, spoiler alert, doesn't suck.
Oh my god.
I wrote a little summary. It's really short though.
That looks really short.
Yeah. You're going to help me fill the blanks.
Okay.
Okay, so Spanish Love Deception is about our main character, Catalina, who works at a firm, I guess. It's a company that does stuff.
Engineering stuff.
Yeah. But it's a very big deal that, she's one of the heads and a woman. But a Spanish woman. But she also struggles with love.
And misogyny.
Yeah. Thank you.
At work.
Thank you. So she is completely devastated because her sister's getting married in Spain in a month and she has no date. And this wouldn't really matter to her if it weren't for the fact that her family is going to keep badgering her about you're not happy. We want you to be happy.
Because you're single, so you're always not happy.
Yeah. And then the person that her sister is marrying is the brother of her ex, who her ex is also going to attend this wedding.
And he is the best man. He's not just the best man, but he's also engaged, newly engaged.
Yes.
So it's going to be awkward because everyone's going to think, oh, poor Catalina, she's single and he's engaged.
So, without even thinking, she says that she will be bringing a +1 to the wedding and it will be her boyfriend, her American boyfriend. And everyone's like, okay, you've never mentioned him, but okay. And this story starts off with a character whose name is Aaron, who's just like, I'll do it.
Don't have to beg me. I'll do it.
And you can tell just by this interaction at the beginning of the story, Catalina hates
this man.
Okay, she doesn't even want to look at him. She's looking at her friend, who, by the way, I don't know why, but the way her friend speaks, I imagined her to look like Amanda Bynes. So she is like, Rosie, can you please tell Aaron? I'm not conversing with him. And Aaron's like, okay, can you please tell Catalina that I'm kind of down, But it's just so off-putting because he's never been nice to her. He's always he's always been rude. There was even the first interaction they ever had. They were on a company thing that they were doing together. And she had heard that he requested to be part of a different work thing.
Well, that wasn't the first interaction they had.
No, it wasn't. But it was the first bad interaction they had. He requested to not work with her.
Yeah, because he called her unprofessional.
Yes. She tried being nice the first time they met. But, after that, it's just been downhill. Their but their work relationship is very bad.
And she even describes him as someone who lacks humor. He's just very dry, too serious.
Robotic.
Exactly.
Yes. So it's a little off-putting. So she kind of takes it as he's joking. And even if he's not joking, I would never consider that. I'd rather take one of Rosie's cousins.
But they're all taken, so.
And so the thing is, she's dealing with work. And they have a meeting where they're like, oh, we have to hold this like event where we're going to like showcase what our company offers. And I think Catalina should be in charge of like organizing the event. And she's like, okay, first of all, that's not my fucking job.
Yeah.
But okay. And it's like, you should be really honored.
She's offended because she's like, why me?
They try to like go over it by saying like, you should be honored that they chose you because that means they believe that you would do a good job. So basically, Gerald is like, I mean, you got curves and you're a girl and you talk a lot. So you're going to be perfect for this. And Catalina is just so stunned. And everyone else who is there, which Aaron is there, the other heads of the part of the company are there. Mm-hmm. They're stunned too. And Catalina just leaves, like upset, clearly upset. And she is here at work staying late because she's trying to figure out how to do this stupid, like, setting up and organizing an event.
Because she's never hosted one before, so she has no idea how to do it.
And you know what? I felt for her so much. Same. That sucks. Mm-hmm. Gosh. And she's there alone, and her Rosie is, like, messaging her, like, you want to go get brownies, maybe? And it's like, girl, I'm working. I can't go get brownies right now. And while she's there, she realizes that Aaron is still there. And he's just kind of like, hey, what you doing? And it's like, shut up. Like, you're talking to me when you shouldn't be talking to me. So she wants to work on it alone, but he's just kind of like, I've done this before. I can help you. And she's kind of like thrown off by this attitude of his because he's very nice. And it's like, that's weird. He's
being nice and it's a little suspicious.
He gives her like a granola bar that he homemade.
Yeah.
And she's like in love with it.
She's not really eating at this point because she's trying to diet for the wedding.
Yes. And so he is like, by the way, have you thought about what I talked about with you? And she's like, I have no idea what you're fucking talking about. I've never talked to you in my life, so how would I know that?
Exactly.
And he's like, don't make me say it, but if you still need a +1 to the wedding, I'm down. And she's like, what would you gain from that? Like, what would you gain from coming with me? Mm-hmm. And he's just like, I'm here to help. Obviously, you have no one who wants to go with you. So, Catalina, you need me. He does end up agreeing to go with her, and she agrees to bring him. But there is one thing she needs to do for him, which is she needs to pose as a date that he's going to take to a charity event. When she goes, she has no idea what type of event this is. So she doesn't even know how to dress or where she's going. And he's like, oh, by the way, it's going to be one of those events where I'm a bachelor and people auction me off. So only vote for me. And she's over here voting for like an old guy. She's like, he had a beautiful smile.
He smiled at me.
But it was really sweet, like she had never seen Aaron smile before. So it was kind of like, oh my gosh, that's like a sweet smile.
Yeah.
And even when she wins the auction, she like looks at him like, hell yeah. And he's like serious. And she's like, hell no. Like, I thought we had something there. I just paid like $14,000 to have a date with you.
Date with you that I didn't even want.
I know. And then like when she talks to him afterwards, it's like, so what type of dates do you go on? Like, is it like romantic dates? Do you like do things afterwards? And he's like, I don't know. We just go to like, a dog shelter and like help. And then it's like, oh my. That's a bitch. That's you feel? He's like, okay, I did this, or you did this for me. I will now go, we can go to Spain. Before they go, he doesn't get promoted then, but they talk about his promotion coming up. Mm-hmm. So by the time they come back from Spain, he should already be promoted.
And her boss. We're overstepping boundaries. Yes. So she's already like, no, you don't have to go with me.
But he's like, I agreed to this and I promised you and I don't go back on my word. So I will do this. And she's like, oh, okay, fine. And so they end up going to Spain, and the whole plane ride, she's just like, okay, you got to know the tias, the tios, the tias, and the tios, and those tias and tios, and like
and the cousins.
Everywhere. Oh, and the cousins. Like, you got to know.
We're going to be here all day.
And so
she's quizzing him pretty much.
And he's doing really well. Mm-hmm. Like, he knows everything. And then when they finally land, it's so funny because, like, she's like, okay, this is my American boyfriend. American. Aaron. I know, an American name. And he's like, encantado. And it's like, oh shit, dude. He be using Duolingo. Like,
is this sponsored by Duolingo?
Yeah. So kind of shook with like the little Spanish that he does know because it's like very well pronounced.
Yeah,
and
he's introducing himself in Spanish too.
Yeah, and the parents are immediately like, I like this one. This one's a good one.
Yeah.
They're taken to where they're going to stay, which is like a little casita, a house. And there's 2 rooms. There's one room with a queen-sized bed, and then there's one room with a twin-sized bed. And then they're like setting up in the big room. But then as soon as the family leaves, Catalina's like, okay, we're obviously not going to sleep together because I mean...
That's weird.
Yeah. So we'll sleep in separate rooms. And then he's like, okay, I'll take the twin-sized bed. And they walk over to that.
Because he's being nice.
He's being nice. He's like, I'll take the twin size. And they walk over and they're looking at it. And she's like, you're so goddamn tall. You can't even fit any side diagonal.
Not even diagonal.
Yeah, if you fetal position, you'd still be hanging off. So, and he was like, okay, let me try it then. Let me try it. And he tries it and immediately breaks the bed because of his weight. And one of Catalina's family members walks in, like freaking wrong time. Yeah. And it's like, damn, freaking breaking beds already.
It's only been here 5 minutes.
What the fuck? I just walked in.
She's like, I missed the party.
Yeah. Oh my God. Was this the weird scene where he pulls Catalina on his lap?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember?
Uh-huh.
And he
it's
started...
not weird. Okay.
No, okay. But it was like their first like weird like sexual
Unexpected.
Unexpected sex. Because she kept moving and he was like, don't
move like that. You're making it uncomfortable.
Yeah, but she...
On him.
And they realized that Charro, she was going to be staying in that room. And she was the chismosa that Catalina had warned Aaron about. Catalina was like, oh, it's okay. We're staying in the big room because we're a couple. You know, that's what we do. Couple things. And they go to the big room and Aaron's like... I'll sleep on the floor. It's okay. I mean, I don't mind. And then Catalina's like, no, we're both adults. Both go sleep on the bed. It's fine. It's fine. It's normal. And so they get to the bachelorette party. They had like this whole thing planned out where it was boys versus girls. And whoever loses has to do a dance at the end. They're very competitive. But the last game that they play is soccer. And I thought it was so funny because when they were playing, they were tied and Aaron was really good at it, even though he had never played soccer. And it's like, how do we like freaking distract him? And he's like, Catalina, take off your shirt.
And then she's like, he won't be like impressed. And she's like, oh, because he's seen them, obviously.
Obviously. Why? What? That's a weird thing to say if he hadn't seen it. Like, she's like putting herself in a deeper hole.
She did that a lot,
she
though.
Did. Who ends up winning?
I don't even remember.
I don't even know.
I don't even think they cared.
No, I don't think they cared either because I know Catalina was going for the ball and she ended up tripping and Aaron caught her. And he wasn't wearing a shirt. So she was like, oh my God,
he's
muscular.
Hello?
It's funny because she's down, but then in her mind, she's like, but I'm also not down. She's like fooling herself, you know?
Yeah, because she keeps reminding herself like, oh, this is fake. So
this is fake. Everything's fake. And she's so like, and we're back. None of this happened.
Yeah.
So it's only happening there.
And she keeps alluding to, oh, I'm not going to go down this path again. Yeah. She keeps saying that even though she hasn't explained it yet. Yes. So
we forgot to mention that at the beginning of the bachelorette party, she does crash into her ex, Daniel.
Well, Daniel goes up to them. Right?
Yes.
Because they're like hugging and Daniel just goes up to them to just, because it's customary to say hi, what's up. That's when she doesn't feel anything because she's even surprising herself that she doesn't feel anything for him.
And it is too because she's affected by the way that Aaron is holding her.
Oh yeah,
remember that's the first time. Yeah, that's the first time that he shows like that type of affection, and she's like completely like, oh my God, what is he doing?
He's kissing my shoulder.
Yeah, but Daniel is just like, I'm so glad you're here. And you came with someone.
My fiance's not here.
I don't mind showing up to parties alone. So,
yeah.
No problem with that. Am I right? Up top. She's like, oh, hell
yeah. I mean, maybe he was trying to, do a jab at her, but I wasn't 100% sure, to be honest.
Yeah. So that's the end of the bachelorette party. They go back home. And what happens the first night in the room? Do they sleep next to each other? They do, right?
Yeah. But I don't really remember.
Nothing really happens. And
they almost kissed. Was it that time?
I think it was that time. If we're talking about it out of order, read the book. So,
sounds like a you problem.
No, but there was a time where like she was getting undressed and he went up to her and was just like kissing her cheek and stuff, or like kissing around
like her neck.
Yeah, and she was very like hot and bothered by it. Mm-hmm. When they were about to kiss, he mentions, "I'm not gonna do that until you know what that kiss means." Like,
well, they were also interrupted, but yeah.
Yeah, but like the first time I kiss you, you'll know what emotion is behind that,
and it's gonna be real.
Yes. And she was just like, "Huh? What does that mean?" Weird. Okay, I'm gonna go out. I'm kind of like, weird
because this is, a fake dating.
It's weird. Wait, do you not know what fake dating is? Okay, let me catch you up. Have you read The Duke and I?
She has the book.
They continue to be here, and everyone loves Aaron.
Yeah,
they come to visit the house often that they're staying at to just like kind of. They mingle. Eat together, yeah, and they mingle. And it's really cute because there's this one scene. I don't remember which one comes first, but there's this one scene where they're all there and she's sitting with Aaron and they have interlocked hands and she's kind of on his lap, I think. Uh-huh. But they're really close to each other. And she's like, "Oh, this feels so natural." Like, it's really nice, like, being able to, like, lean on someone. And then she sees Daniel.
I think she's going to the restroom.
But when she goes to the restroom and she bumps into Daniel, he basically says, like, he's really awkward around you. Or, like, you're really awkward. Clingy.
No, he says, "You don't seem happy. Yeah. I can see it in your eyes. You're not happy."
Are you sure that whatever's happening there? And she's like, "Whatever you think is not right. Like, do not question my happiness. Because I'm actually very fucking happy.
And plus, you don't even know me. Yeah. Because it's been so long."
Yeah. And so she comes back, but she's feeling a little weird about that interaction. Of course, not feeling great. Mm-hmm. But it's really cute because I think it's her abuela or her mom that brings up, like, her abuela, like, the whole time you were gone, Aaron was just looking for you. Like, kind of like a lost puppy.
Yeah, and like kind of like looking at the spot that you were supposed to be in. Like, as if you would appear again.
Like, God damn. Dude, I was so...
I need you to get it together. Because
okay, thank you. Okay, I'm still going. So the day before the wedding, they go all out. They party, fiesta.
You know how it be. They go clubbing.
Is it the pachanga? Is that the word? Anyway, they're partying. And Catalina gets really drunk. Mm-hmm. And she is sitting outside with Aaron.
He's taking care of her pretty much. Because he didn't drink that much. Mm-mm.
But he does talk a little bit about his past.
Yeah, because she's trying to pry it from him. And he's like, "I want to talk about it, but I want you to be sober." And she's like, "I'm not even that drunk."
Yeah, even though she's clearly is.
But he does open up to her.
Yeah.
About his dad always pushing a football career on him. And I think it ended because he got hurt, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, his relationship with his dad became really strained because his mother passed away. And it just turned into this reason why he's not really close to his dad anymore. Which was really sad.
They end up going home afterwards, or going to the casita. And I think because she's so drunk, he literally sits down and like opens his legs and is just like, come and sit. Come and sit. And she does. And I think he gives her a massage, right?
I think so.
It's that part.
I don't remember. And then I don't remember exactly what happens.
Yeah, it's that part. And I think she falls asleep. I don't remember. Read the book. I don't remember. But okay, now it's the day of the wedding. Is she hungover? I don't remember, but I know that she has to wake up early and she feels kind of weird, like leaving Aaron before like anything. So she's like, "I gotta leave a message that I'll be right back, that I'm gonna go do things." I remember that being a cute moment.
Yeah, that was really cute.
And so the day of the wedding, there's like this huge like kiss cam.
Who does that at weddings?
That was kind of cute, though.
It was cute, but I've never heard
a lot of people are related at weddings. Hello?
Ew, like, gross.
Like, what if I sat next to... Yeah. Like,
what if I sat next to my tío?
Yeah, what am I supposed to do? Handshake.
We're all related here.
I know.
It's like not even that. It's like...
You know the handshakes that are like when you do this and it's like...
And then you point at each other.
Okay, but anyway, there's a kiss cam.
And she's freaking out.
And it's so funny because you can't see Aaron Aaron's reaction. So she's literally like okay, so it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I just gotta be ready. I'm set. I will kiss him. I am gonna kiss him.
And there was a moment where like it panned towards them, but it was actually to the couple next to them, or maybe it was all four. I can't remember. Yeah. And then the couple next to them actually kissed, and she's just like,
thank fucking God, because I didn't want to do that. She's like putting away her Carmex. She's like, oh, dude. Aaron, I wasn't even thinking about it.
She's like leaning towards him like, you thought?
No, I was going to pick up that tissue there. My guy. No, we're not going to do that. She's disappointed.
Yeah.
And he grabs her hand and pulls her outside. And she's just kind of like looking at him. And he's struggling for words, which is unlike him. Mm-hmm. And he's just like, I know this part by heart, by the way, because I read this part a lot. He's just like, ask me what I'm thinking about. And then she's like, okay, what are you thinking about? Oh, well, there's a part of me that thinks that you wanted to kiss me in there. And she doesn't say anything. There's also a part of me that thinks that if I don't kiss you, I'm gonna go fucking crazy. And she's just like, I don't know. She's like kind of like mulling over what he's saying. And he gets really close to her. And I think he starts kissing her neck, kissing her cheek. She really, really wants to be kissed by him. But he's like, remember what I told you. Like, remember that conversation we had. I can't kiss you until, And then she looks at him and just goes, this is real. This is real. What we're about to do is real. Mm. And then they kiss. God damn, dude. And they kiss.
And they hella kiss.
They went.
They were like 2 seconds away from fucking.
Yeah, they were. For real, dude.
I was like, damn, this is a really good kiss.
Know, what the fuck? You at a party. Freaking your Theo can walk by. Or like,
what if Abuela just pokes her head out?
Or like esos que venden, like the people who sell like flowers or the balloons. Like, God, okay. Ooh, I thought I was at a wedding. Hello.
What kind of party is this?
But like, they get really into it,
And I got really into it.
And he was like ready to like, or she was ready to have sex. She was like, it's gonna happen right here. It's gonna be a holy place here.
She's like, I'm getting ready. Let's do this.
And he says, oh my God, by the way, this is the first time he like curses in a sexual way. Because he says the first time we make love is not gonna be a quick fuck. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, okay, goddamn. Okay, fine by me. Pulling up my like everything, putting everything back on, my faja and whatever.
She's like fixing her makeup, like, hey, Abby, that's totally.
No, I wouldn't have agreed with you if you had not said that. So
she's like, I so was not gonna do that anyway.
Yeah, I wasn't. Can you put this condom away? I already opened it. She's like. I had it in my mouth. I'm sorry. Weird how it showed up there. I don't know. I thought it was one of those rocaletas, but apparently not.
Apparently she's a magician
I
now.
Whoa. We'll talk about it later, I guess.
I can't.
They go back to the wedding, and the rest of the wedding happens. It's like 5 a.m. or something when they come back to the casita. And they hug. Oh, no. At the wedding, it was really cute because she explained that sometimes he would go up and kiss her shoulder. And she was like, and it feels different now because instead of him doing it as a show, he's doing it because he can't hold it in and he wants to do it. Mm. It's like, God damn, that's so cute.
This is so sweet.
So they go back to the casita at 5 a.m. and they're hugging. And she feels down, or no, she sees him reach into his pocket and take out sweets. And she's like, oh, did you, Aaron Blackford, really steal sweets for me, Catalina? And then he's like, I knew you'd be hungry. It's like, God damn, you did know. You did know.
Didn't he bring a donut?
Yeah, they were donuts. They were Mexican donuts. Well, I say Mexican donuts because those are the only ones I know. But Spanish donuts, hit if you've ever had them. They have sex.
Oh my God. And do they have sex?
Oh my God. He went off. Can I tell you? Like, I understand that she was into it, but near the end, I would have been like, God damn. My freaking cousin is in here, my guy. You need to calm down. And he's like, hold on to the rails. Where are we going? Like, God
because now the cousin can go tell everyone that they're real.
Yeah. At first, it was just like a joke, like, I totally heard you guys. And then, like, afterwards, she's like, oh my God, please stop.
You guys, please.
I left my AirPods in the plane. Like, I don't know what to do. But yeah, they have sex and they go hard. And then literally the next morning, which is the morning they're supposed to leave, they like freaking time management. Like, okay, we'll like have sex, I guess. Like, I'll do this for you and then we'll do this. And then we can go. And she's like, I love a guy who's organized.
And who has his priorities in check.
And so then, they go back to America. And she's scared
New York City, by the way.
Oh, yeah. She's scared that it's going to go back to normal where...
Not just that, but she's also like, oh, but it can't be, though, because he's my boss.
But, she's like, okay, when we show up back to New York, I'm going to go straight to my apartment. And then they're literally walking off, and he's like, you want to go to my apartment? You want to maybe go to my apartment? And she's like, okay, fine. Fine, I'm down. And, okay, I'm going to... I keep saying that, but we keep getting really into our conversation. Anyways, they have fish tacos at this place, and they're being very affectionate towards each other and don't see that Gerald, my boy...
Not Gerald, Gerald's friend.
A worker.
Yeah.
Sees them together. Mm-hmm. And Gerald, the next day, is just kind of like, oh, must be nice to get what you want.
Must be nice to fuck your way to the top or something super vulgar. And he's like degrading her in front of everybody.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
And she's not handling it well because it's giving her flashbacks to Daniel because Daniel was her professor. Mm-hmm. And she didn't date Daniel when he was her professor, but it was afterwards and people still talked about her and pretty much made it seem like she fucked her way to get good grades, I guess.
Yeah.
And so she's freezing up because it's bringing back those really bad memories. And she's like, damn it, I knew I shouldn't have let this happen. And
Aaron is trying to like help mitigate the situation, but it's like Gerald's like, no saving that boy. Like there's nothing you can really say to him.
Because at this point, he's still not the boss.
Yes.
Not yet.
Because he mentioned something about like, that's the type of behavior that gets you fired or something like that. Mm-hmm. And Gerald's like, you don't have the power to fire me. Yeah. So you shouldn't even be bringing that up. Aaron is like, we can fix this. Let's just try to talk it out. We'll talk to HR about our relationship. Catalina's already like, no, this isn't going to work. I can't do this again. Mm-hmm. And they not break up, but they just separate for a bit. Mm-hmm. And she feels really bad because, all of this that's going on. But HR does talk to her and is like, Aaron came up to us and we want you to know that it's okay. And like after what happened with Gerald, a lot of people came up to HR to complain what he said to you.
Mm-hmm. So, and she was like, they complained about him?
Yeah, because she felt at the first time that he had done something like that to her that no one helped her. Mm-hmm. So it was really nice to see that people were actually backing her up. Mm-hmm. But the HR lady was like, can you go ahead and tell Aaron that what I told you? And it was like, well, why don't you tell him yourself? And it's like, well, remember what happened? Actually, never mind. And it's like, no, you have to tell me. No, it's private. Can't tell you. But it's like, it's my boy. That's my Spain. Can I tell you the whole story?
Like, we don't have enough time.
But it turns out that he went to go visit his dad, who is currently in his deathbed.
Or supposed to.
Yeah, because he's already in, what's the word?
Late stage of cancer.
It's supposed to be for like a peaceful death. People think hospice. You're in hospice. Okay, but apparently he was in hospice. Aaron went by himself. It's not that he was avoiding Catalina. It's just he went by himself.
And he was dealing with this.
But Catalina... Oh, and also, by the way, the whole story, anytime Aaron did something, he would always be like, Catalina, you have to trust me. You have to trust me. And when they split up, it was like, it's because you don't trust me. Because his whole issue is trust. So when she showed up, she was like, you have to trust me. That I'm here for you. Mm-hmm. And when the dad wakes up, Aaron comes up and is like, this is Catalina. This is the girl I was telling you about. It would be really funny if this whole story was the same, except anytime something cute happened, it's just Catalina like, bitch.
Yeah, bitch. I can't fall in love even more. Well, they pretty much reconcile. And yeah, there's a time skip.
And it is... Aaron being...
It's a year later.
Is it Aaron being the boss?
She mentions, like, him being her husband, but she was like, oh, he hasn't proposed though, not yet.
Oh, you're right. But they're happily ever after.
Yeah, and pretty much the family is...
they're visiting.
The whole family is visiting them. So they're like, oh, we got to go pick him up from the airport. And then she's like freaking out because she's like, did my dad forget his pills? And my mom forget this? And Aaron like calms her down. And he's like, don't worry. I called everybody this morning before their flight. I made sure that they didn't forget anything. And pretty much, yeah, like they're getting ready. And then it's revealed that they did tell the family that it was just a fake dating trope. But they're happily together now, so.
The end.
The end.
Thank you for listening to Audible. Like, just like the whole thing.
Pretty much. Damn, we got into it.
Dude, I was trying to remember, like, before we started filming, I was like, I can write this summary in 2 minutes. Here we are, 40 minutes later. Dude, okay. As you can tell, I did not really like this book.
As you can tell, yeah, there's like
I was just
so
like
many things.
I like can't stop smiling. I love this book.
Same.
Thank you. I was worried.
Why would you be worried?
Because I know how you feel about fake dating. Imagine
that I love it.
I love it too. I was just worried that you wouldn't like that it was too dramatic. But it was like a telenovela. That was the point.
Yeah.
I really liked that.
Felt that. But I loved it.
I loved it too. Okay, why don't I talked a lot right now. So why don't you talk about your likes?
Okay. We're going to go back in time.
Back in time. By the way, even though we explained it really well.
We did. We really did.
I still recommend read the book. This is like such a good read.
Because of the sex scenes, obviously.
The sex was like, oh my god. We'll talk about that. Damn. Dude, I hella marked things off. So let me pull that up. But yeah, why don't we start from the beginning? If you go past one of my likes, I'll try to squeeze in.
So obviously when we start this story, we're already like that. We're already past like their first impression. Yeah. But I thought it was so cute when Aaron discussed their first impression to Isabel, which was Catalina's sister, the one getting married. The one getting married. Because I think it was like a dinner, right? And then Isabel was like, tell me the juicy story. Like, was it a sexcapade? Was that how you guys started? Did you guys have office sex? Is that how it happened? And he was like, no, nothing like that. And so Aaron was the one who said that when he first started in the company, Catalina gave him a welcoming gift. And it was a mug with a joke on it that I can't even remember. It was like a pun, I think. Yeah. And she was so excited to give it to him. And the thing that I really like about Catalina is that she talks too much. Yeah. So she came in and she was like, oh, it's raining. I hate the rain because blah, blah. And then she like puts the gift on his desk and he just stares at it. And so she takes it out for him because he wasn't moving. And I think she's like, hey, because, it's a joke. Like, and it's whatever. Yeah. And he made no reaction.
Because he was shocked.
He was so shocked and he had no reaction to her. So she just left because... Yeah. Did he tell her to get out? I don't remember,
but she left.
She leaves and he tells Isabel and the family that he regrets it because he spent so much time not being honest about his feelings towards her. Mm-hmm. And then
she's shocked, by the way.
Yeah, because then she's like, wow, good story, bro.
Oh, I almost believe that one.
The remix?
Damn, I know.
Slaps.
Oh my god.
But then also tying in with their first impressions of each other. The reason why he complained about her to was it their boss?
Yeah, their boss at the time.
The reason why he complained to their boss about not wanting to work with her was because he knew that she would distract him. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I can't get distracted because he was just starting out. So that was pretty much the reason as to why he pushed her away. And then it turned into this enemies to lovers kind of relationship. Yeah. And I really loved that. I really liked the growth of their relationship and even their origin story.
Oh my gosh. And it's mentioned later. Like, I want to mention little things that I liked at the beginning. I'll mention that first then. Like, there are little things that he did just to tick her off.
To tick her off. Okay.
No, to tick her off. So there's like at the first meeting that they went to with all the bosses, like all the heads, she was reaching for the coffee pitcher. Do you remember that? And then like as she was reaching for it, he kind of pulled it closer to himself. And she was like, oh my God. She was like so shook that had happened. And just like things like anytime she'll come in, he'll like tap on his like,
Oh yeah,
he had come late once.
Yeah, and then he's like, being late isn't cute, Catalina, or something like that. And he was the only one that called her Catalina. Everyone called her Lena.
Yeah, so she just like everything he did was infuriating to her. But it's revealed that like he being mean to her and like doing that was like his only real excuse to talk to her.
Yeah.
So it was really cute. And then, like, he even said, like, if you think about it, we don't even have offices next to each other. So he had to make an effort
to actually, like, go find her, which she didn't realize until he said that to Isabel. Yeah. They're like, oh, we didn't even, you know, we weren't ever in the same area, so I would have to go and find an excuse to be around her. I really liked how he was subtly thoughtful, if that makes sense. So when he was helping her out with that whole what did you say it was, when they were coordinating some showcase, when he was helping her with that, he made sure to print the papers and then he handed them to her, and she was like, why would you could just email them to me. And he was like, but I know how you like to highlight things, so I do like to highlight. She was like, oh, I love to highlight. I have like 10 different colors.
I wrote that. I literally wrote that and highlighted it. And I wrote, he loves, or his love language is acts of service type bitch. That's what I wrote.
Pretty much. But I feel like he's also like physical touch.
Oh my God.
He was like always touching her.
I know. But can I just say, when the day that Gerald was a jerk to her, she was so frustrated working on that stupid organization thing. And he was just kind of like, what's up? What's going on? Why don't you accept help? And then she's like, why do I even have to do this? Like, why are you even like here? You didn't even defend me.
Oh, I highlighted that too. He was like
a little shook and just said, I didn't realize you wanted me to step in. And she realized, like, why did I even say that? He didn't have to step in.
Yeah.
But I thought that was really cute.
Yeah, but then what he said afterwards was really cute too, where he was like, you don't need me to defend you or something like that.
Yeah, because you can defend yourself. Oh my God. Okay. And then I wrote, the boy in love, mad deep. I don't know what I write when I...
Mad deep?
He in love, mad deep.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you for just being like, oh, now it makes sense.
Oh yeah, now I get it.
You've never needed anyone to fight your battles, Catalina. That's one of the things I respect about you the most.
Yeah, I highlighted that part. It was so cute.
You remember that part where she ate his granola bar at the beginning and she moaned?
Yeah.
And he was like, Jesus fuck.
When have you eaten?
I know.
When's the last thing you ate? Which, by the way, I love that he's so attentive to her and making sure that she eats. And then he actually got upset with her because she fainted at one point because she's not eating. Yeah. And he's like, what happened to the girl who would always have snacks with her? Because apparently she was a very like snacky person. Yeah. And he was just like, what happened to that? She's like,
she's trying to lose weight.
Trying to be a skinny legend.
But he was very caring.
Yeah, and he made sure he fed her. I love that. That was really sweet. Because he drove her home, but then he first stopped to get her fish tacos because he knows she loves those fish tacos because she's always talking about them.
Oh, do you remember that time?
Yes, of course.
But that part in the book where it was raining and she was
walking, my God.
And she was literally I
literally almost died.
Oh, she was like wet, like completely soaking wet. And he's just in his car like, come over here. And she's like, like, you know, he's like motioning like, come over here. And she's like, nah, I'm good. Come over here. And she's like, no, really, I'm good. Yeah, he rolls down his window and says, please. And then another car drives by and almost hits them and yells assholes. And Catalina's like, okay, fine, I'll go in. Aaron's like, thank you for not making me get out there and carry you inside myself. And she's like, would you have that?
I mean, I can go back out.
I know. We can. Hello? Opportunity.
I thought it was funny though because she doesn't really get in cars. I don't think she's ever really gotten in a car. So she doesn't even know how to sit.
No, because she didn't want to get it wet either because it was a luxury car. So she was like literally just like over her seat.
No, she was like on the very edge.
Was she?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because remember he like had to brake and then he like had to hold her so she didn't hit the dashboard.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, I marked that part with we came to a sudden halt and my head and whole body were pushed forward. So much that my eyes closed on instinct. I could taste the flavor of the PVC that covered the refined lines of the dashboard, the elegant details in the wood too, although it never did. Something stopped me midway, which was him.
Yeah.
And then I just wrote, boy. And then that's when he's like, have you thought of my offer? And then they go on a fake date. I like how they literally wrote the word a fake date because I highlighted it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to show this to you.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing it.
I never thought that Aaron would be one to use pet names.
Really? Oh my God, Mojito!
Yeah.
So cute. I love how at first she was so taken aback by him calling her baby that she was like, boyfriend?
Yeah.
And he was like, really? Really? But then later on he calls her girlfriend because it's cute. It's funny.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Do you remember when she got off the plane for the first time and she was having a panic attack because she didn't think that she can do it, like the whole big date thing? Mm-hmm. And Aaron went up to her and said, you're not on your own anymore. It's you and me now. We are in this together and we've got this.
He's so cute.
Oh my gosh. I like the first part where he meets them and he's like, speaking in Spanish. I put this boy bilingual.
Oh, yeah. And then also he learned Spanish for her. Well, yeah. He learned the important phrases.
Yeah.
Getting by phrases. That was so sweet. That's when you know that someone is really into you. They learn a whole language for you.
I highlighted the part when he broke the bed and then she sat on his lap.
I really like that he likes animated movies. Says a lot about him, He's in touch with his feelings.
Love that. The part where Daniel's talking to Aaron and Catalina at the bachelorette party, he says, attending a wedding alone is not all that dramatic. Plus, I wouldn't want to make it about me.
See, that's why I was like, okay. Whatever.
Accusation in his eyes.
I feel like he could have said something harder, though.
Yeah.
Unlike you and your American boyfriend.
Oh, you know what I like too? The moments where he would admit that she was cute.
Like which one specifically?
Like they were drinking wine with the dad and he had pinched her because she had taken the wine and she was like, you snooze, you lose. And Aaron's other hand reached for his wine, bringing it to his lips. Don't be cute, he said over his glass, pinning me with a look that made me shift in my chair. Then he dipped his hand lowered his voice. Next time I'll do more than just pinch you. His lips finally met the glass, taking a sip. But there was like a lot of moments where he would like, oh, I always thought you were cute.
Sneak one in there.
Yeah, he would just compliment her.
He's like the perfect boyfriend.
I thought it was really cute when she admitted that it was real. It says, real, I finally breathed into my mouth. This is real, I repeated, needing to hear the words, feel the truth on my skin. Kiss me, Aaron, I told him breathlessly. Prove to me that it is.
God damn. That was a really good first kiss.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they did it away from everybody else,
Me too.
To prove that it really was real.
I was hoping that it was going to be like that. Because there was this one book I read. It probably wasn't even a book. It was probably a fan fiction.
Probably.
But I don't remember. But when the two characters kissed for the first time, it was written so like romantically, but they were like in the middle of like an audience. And it was like, isn't that a little awkward?
Like, excuse me, audience. Pause.
I know. Wait, hold on.
Pause.
Give me a 5. Oh, by the way, the part where... they were talking about when they kissed the first time and he was like, what do you want to do? Because, what do they want to do? You know what she wanted to do.
The night, on the wedding night, yeah.
Yeah, and she says, it's you I want. He says, well, I'll give you the world, the moon, the fucking stars, anything you ask for, it's yours and I'm yours.
That's really weird that you do that.
What?
I literally was looking at that one.
Thank you.
You do that all the time.
Wavelengths, dude.
It's weird.
I like the way the author connects everything too, because later, like in that same paragraph, it's like, oh yeah, the contact that I craved the most, the one that I knew would make me see the stars that he had just promised me. I was like, oh fuck, that's so well written.
Do you like that Twilight is mentioned?
Twilight?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember.
When he's like,
how long have I been 17?
He calls her Spider Monkey.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. But then
they also talk about, I'm pretty sure they talk about Twilight because he asks, or she asks him if he would rather be a vampire or a werewolf. And he says,
oh yeah, I did remember that.
She's like, what?
But you're a werewolf. Team Jacob.
That's not what she said.
No, but yeah, she did say that he was a werewolf.
But I like that part too because even she realizes that she can talk about anything with him. Yeah. And he doesn't deem it weird.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
I really like how she was helping him with his Spanish. And so she'd be like, corazón, heart, but they would be like, oh, what's like a 5-letter word? And then he was like, what's a 4-letter word? And she didn't want to say it because obviously it's love. Yeah. But he was like, I'll learn it eventually.
Yeah. But in the meantime, tell me what nipple is.
But in the meantime.
I tell you, the other day, Niles, she bought a Spanish poetry book.
Cute.
And she was reading it to me, and it said something like, lo siento de mis, like, dedos, lo siento en mis dedos, so I feel it in my fingers, y lo siento en mi pezón. And then she was like, oh, that was really deep. And I was like, do you know what pezón means? And like, I didn't say anything. And she's like, oh, look, it has an English translation. I feel it in my fingertips. I feel it in my... And I was like, oh my God, Niles.
Aw, that's cute though.
Yeah. There was a scene where they were in Intech and she was talking about how she really likes how Aaron has always been so private. The fact that he didn't need to work and yet worked harder than the vast majority is very commendable. It made me love him. And then there's like a dash and she's like, whoa, I shook my head. Like she had never like thought that. And
yeah.
She's like, wait.
She's like, wait, hold on, backtrack. It's too late now. Can't take it back. You know what I thought was really cute? Anytime she would be talking to Rosie about Aaron, he would just show up. And then she's like, oh, we summoned him.
Oh my God, yeah.
But that was like before they got together. So it was like when they were still frenemies.
Oh my God. By the way, I was just going to say, his sex scenes were wild because they're showing up again. He, like I said, I didn't imagine him to be the ones that like used pet names. Mm-hmm. So it was like a little like, hello? Aaron from work? Aaron from Intech, that's you, right? God.
It was like, this is not the Aaron I know.
I think this, out of all the books that we've read in this podcast, this is the one with like, in this podcast. Yeah, in general. This is the one that had like the best sex scenes.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Punk 57 was wild though. Like, I just...
I think I did like the sex scenes with like...
They were just weird. Like, oh, I'm in the library, but like, I love you. You know?
I can't with you. It's supposed to be, like that.
I hate it.
It's supposed to be adventurous.
Page 442, if you are reading in normal font, when he admits that he loves her. I love you, Lena. How is it possible that it feels like you are breaking my heart and I haven't even had you yet?
Oh, yeah.
God, he loves her, dude.
But it feels like he always has.
Yeah.
Because even in the beginning, like, he would do things for her that was, like, subtle. But it's so infuriating because she wouldn't see it like that. She'd be like, oh,
he's just here to annoy me.
And he was like, here's this granola bar.
Here, I made it for you. I learned how to make it. I watched the Tasty Made videos, please.
That's all I've been doing since like 3 a.m.
I know. loved her. Oh my God.
He was really sweet. I want to say Aaron is probably like my fave guy, you know? My fave male lead that we've read.
Yeah, I think so too. I didn't think I was going to like him because his name was Aaron.
Mood.
I don't hate that name. It just felt very business.
She does.
No, it just felt very business. And I was like,
she's roasting all Aarons out there.
Oh, God.
Well, he is a business-like man.
You're right. Are you crying?
Yeah. I'm just so emotional, you know?
I get it. I'll cry with you then. Okay, so the scene where she goes to see Aaron when he's seeing his dad, I really like that when they hug, she says, I'm here, I'm running towards you, I trust you, I love you, hoping that it wasn't too late. In the end, when she's like, it's crazy how much my family adores you, how'd you manage to do that? And he says, I thought that my success in convincing them about how serious I was about you after we confessed the truth about our deal was pure luck. But I might have a way with words when it comes to the Martins, which is her last name. Mm-hmm. He whispered it like it was the biggest secret. With one particular Martin, though, I want to believe I have a way with more than just that. This book, we can literally just talk about scenes that we like. We're not even saying much. We're
Welcome
just like,
to our 2-hour discourse.
Have we been like...
Have we been speaking? Hello?
We have to cut a lot.
Hello?
I just want to say that I like this book. I think it's well written. I think the comedy in this book is golden. Mm-hmm. The sex scenes in this book are golden. Aaron is golden. He's such a good freaking guy.
Such a good guy. Yeah.
I just loved
Catalina.
It was amazing. I loved her. Usually in these types of books, there's one character that I won't like. I'm sorry, I keep bringing it up, but like in The Duke and I like both of them. But like,
here we go. Did you say I like both of them?
No, I didn't. I didn't. But I hated Daphne a lot.
Yeah, she sucked.
Yeah, but in this one, you like both of them. You cheer on for like both of them. Mm-hmm. So it was a nice change of pace. I really like the books that we read this bulk read.
Wait, I also want to say that Gerald did get fired.
Oh yeah, Gerald's fired.
Bye. Love that for him.
Gosh. Dude, do you have anything to say?
Like negatively or just like
any dislikes? I did have a few.
I did not have any dislikes.
Oh my God, I'm excited to see your rating. I did have...
Actually, you know what? Maybe you should start your dislikes because maybe I'll agree.
I hated how quickly her issue was resolved when Gerald's coworker or worker saw her being affectionate with Aaron. That felt like it was resolved in like a chapter. Where it was like, oh my, like her splitting up with Aaron, like, oh no, we'll never solve this. And then it's like, oh, we talked to HR. She's like, like that happened in like a few pages.
I get it, but I don't respect it.
Hello? Who are you?
I felt like I really didn't want to deal with angst when that happened. I was like, damn, I don't want her to be having all these self-esteem
when
issues.
they were just together. Yeah. I didn't either, but it just felt very like
rushed.
Mm-hmm. When the whole book was written so well paced. It was weird that.
But it kind of makes sense because he was going through something traumatic.
Yeah, that's true.
So I feel like that's why she would just run to him.
No, but that was before she knew. Because her issue was resolved before she knew that he was with the dad. So it still felt rushed to me. But not enough for me to hate the book.
I don't think Gerald was fired on the spot.
No, but HR was like, we got it.
Yeah.
In like a day. And HR doesn't work that fast. I don't like that Gerald was an evil man, that it was evil for no reason. Which is like kind of like when we talked about in lore.
But I feel like if there was no misogyny in a place where engineers work, I don't fucking know what they do, but they're engineers.
No, yeah.
I feel like it wouldn't be realistic.
No, I get it, but there was no qualities in him that are like redeemable enough to make me believe that he was working in this place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just felt evil for no reason to me. But other than that, I fucking love this book. I love this book so much.
Mm. Me too.
Okay, bye.
Okay, thank you so much for listening, watching.
Oh my God, are you going to take my thing?
Vibing? No. I can't. I literally can't. What was your impression, though, when you first finished it?
I loved it.
100%?
I love this book. I kept rereading I reread a lot, as you noticed.
Yeah. I usually reread because there are certain parts in books that my brain just doesn't retain.
I kept rereading the kiss cam scene and This Is Real.
Yeah, that was really cute.
And when both of them admitted I love you. I love those scenes so much.
That one was really cute.
And I would just go back and look at my notes because I know I like them. But I love this book so much the first time I read it.
What about you? Recommend it?
Yes. Hell yes. I've recommended it to everyone, but no one's reading it. And I'm like, hello? Don't sleep on this book.
Oh, nobody is. A book talk sensation.
I know, but doesn't it feel like it's book talk sensation, but no one you actually know in life reads it?
Yeah.
I will recommend it to my coworkers, but I don't want them to judge me.
They probably will, so don't do it.
Okay.
Just hold off. But I think that concludes our thoughts.
Yeah, thank you for all of you who are tuning in, listening to us on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, or anywhere you listen to podcasts. If you want to leave a review, that would actually be very helpful for us to get exposure and also just, tell people about us, because the way that you get views and exposure is through word of mouth. Also, if you are watching on YouTube, thank you. If you can click the notification bell, subscribe, and leave comments, that is also super appreciated. I think we are going to end with reading a review. Do you want me to look it up?
Yeah, you look it up.
Okay. By reading a review, you want to explain it?
So I am going to roll a die, and if it lands on an even number, we will read a positive review. If it lands on an odd number, then we will read a negative review. And our reviews do not reflect how we feel. We're just going to leave it in the air, and that's it. But before I roll, what is your rating?
My rating for this book, even with the things that I did not like, I think I'm going to give this a solid 5.
Wow.
I think so, because I actually really like this book. And I think it would be one of my top, romance books,
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I same, 5.
Really?
I really loved this book. I could not put it down because I was like, Catalina.
Damn, dude.
Catalina and Aaron, I ship it. I hope there's fanfics of it.
Do you think there is?
Probably. God, I hope. Okay, so I'm going to roll the die now and let's see what it lands.
Well, it did not roll. Okay, I'm sorry.
Do you want me to roll it?
Yeah. It just landed.
Well, because I was going like this, so technically I am rolling it.
It was just really funny. It didn't make a sound. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Get it together.
We're almost done.
I think we're just tired.
Yeah.
3.
Oh, damn.
This is gonna hurt.
Okay, so this is written by Aaliyah on Goodreads, rating it a 2 out of 5. She wrote, "The Spanish love deception was a disappointment. The romance was daft, the plot was severely lackluster, and the writing was simply not it."